What's going on, everybody? So today's video is going to be a little different because I'm actually going to be talking about how I edit my videos on iMovie and showing that process. So let's just get right into it. So I already have the project file made just to kind of save some time, and to start I always bring in my logo that I made for myself, and usually I start off just trimming it to like 1 second. I honestly don't know why I do it, I just do it. But as you can see, it kind of has this zoom effect that as it comes in, or as the video plays, it zooms until the end. And that's called a Ken burn. And I do not like it when it comes to pictures. So you come up here to this little toolbar up here and select the cropping option. Then you're gonna turn off Ken burns by clicking on fit. And so then that fits the whole picture to the complete screen. And so then it doesn't have that zoom effect. So what happens next is I usually bring in some audio, and I already downloaded some music, and I get my music off of YouTube. I just find the music I want, copy the link, put it into an app that I have on my computer, and then it just saves it right into iTunes, and I can open it right up in iMovie. Yes, I know I can get copyrighted for that, but since I have not that many subscribers, it doesn't matter that much. I'm not really like on YouTube watch list for it. So I'm gonna get my videos taken down for it or whatever. I've done it before. So I'm gonna bring in this Chicago freestyle slowed and reverb version. It's one of Drake's songs, but it's the extended intro, so it's just Giveon and not really Drake. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm gonna find the media I'm using. So I'm gonna be using shots that I've used before just to kind of make it easier, so I don't have to go shoot a whole thing just for this. So these are just some old clips I have from a video. After I put my logo in, I always like to put visuals by and then my name. And then if there's a voiceover in the video, then I'll put voiceover by and then my name. So to do that, I go up to backgrounds and select the black one and just drag it right in there, and it automatically comes in as 4 seconds, but you can trim it. And then I'll go over to titles up here, and I usually select the centered one just because there's not like a lot going on with it. Some of them have a lot of motion, they swipe in from the left or the right, and just really weird. So I just like it in the middle. It makes it a lot simpler. So now that you have all this selected, I usually put in visuals by Ethan, that's not my last name, Genders. And I use the same font for all the type that I use in videos, and it's always the Ceravec. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what font you use. It's kind of personal opinion. That's just the one I like. So I'm going to change this to 30 because I like to have the visuals by at a 30 font and then my name at 60, just to kind of like add some visual hierarchy in that. And so then you're going to turn off the outline. That's what I always do. I just like the look of it better. And leave the color as white. That's what I always choose. And sometimes this will happen, honestly don't know why, where everything will revert back to the same size, and so it all goes to 30. So you just gotta go back in one more time and change it. And so if you listen to the audio, there's these points where a piano will come in, and so like right here it hits, and then it drags on, and then it hits again. And on that second hit is when I want my visuals to come in. So that means I'm gonna have to trim down this shot right here, or this little clip that says visuals by and then my name, to about halfway between the logo and the second piano hit. And so let's just say I was gonna do a voiceover in this. I'm not going to, but we'll just repeat the same process we did for the other one. And if you're wondering what I use to like record voiceovers and also to get the MP3 audio on iTunes off of YouTube, I will put the apps that I use at the end of this video. Okay, so now that I have this in here, I need to line up my text, and I'm gonna bring this right to that first hit. Okay, so then those three are gonna play repeatedly, and then I'll come in right on that piano hit and play a visual. So I'm just gonna bring this in right here. And I already know at the beginning there's a bit of camera shake because I used this clip before and remember. So what you do if you want to trim a video, you can always click on the end and these arrows pop up and you can drag it in or out. But the easiest way, in my opinion, is just to find a spot, right click and hit split clip, and then see it split that into two right there. So I'll take this extra, just hit the backspace and delete that. And so then you'll see right here, it comes in on the hit. So it comes in right there. And then there's gonna be, just like what happened last time, there's gonna be another piano hit right here. So now I'm gonna split this one again and delete the extra. So then the next clip will come in on the next piano hit, just to kind of have it kind of be even. One cool thing about iMovie is you can do color correction. It's obviously not as advanced as like an Adobe Premiere color correction or DaVinci Resolve. I mean, this is a free program, but it's what I use and it's what I'm most comfortable using because I've learned about it for a while now. And so I just personally like doing it. So all this over here kind of controls the darkness and the lightness of the shot, just in different areas. Is lightness a word? The dark and light of a shot. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. The brightness and darkness. And so you change that, and right here, you can bring up the colors or down the colors to however you want it. So honestly, it kind of looks cool black and white, but yeah, no, that's not the vibe I'm going for. So I'm just gonna bring up this color a little bit, and then right here is something I really like. So you can bring in more blues or yellows, and since this shot is already pretty blue in itself, I'd want to bring up the yellows. So let's bring up the yellow bit, and you can see right in here, there's some yellow coming in, some more contrast and color behind the clouds back here in the sky. And so I'm pretty satisfied with the look of it, so we'll be done with that. So then right here, I'm gonna bring in another shot. Let's get another B-roll type shot. And again, I know there's some camera shake, so I'm gonna split it. And then we'll come down here and split it the next hit and delete that. Okay, so then I have this shot of my shoes, and I'll show you what it's looking like right now. So we have the beginning into the shots. See, it just hits right on that piano beat and then changes. And so if you've ever, I'm guessing you've gone to the movies before, and all of the shots seem kind of cropped, so there's like black lines at the beginning or at the top and the bottom, and that's just an effect that I find really cool and interesting. Just adds more of a cinematic feel to the shot. And so I actually downloaded some of those offline. I think I just googled like black bars for download, or like downloadable black bars for videos. Like, I don't even know, but it just downloads something like that. So you can bring it in here and see how they kind of open and close like that. You want to do what we did to the first clip and come up here and turn off Ken Burns, and then extend this through all the shots. And you can see how up on the top and the bottom there's that black gap, and I know it looks like it's on the sides, but it's not. That's just how the like preview page for iMovie is. There's just that black spacing on the side. So I'll show you what it looks like in the full screenshot. See how it's split all the way to the sides, and there's still that top and the bottom black. Okay, and so there's 3 piano hits, and then right here it comes into the vocals of the song. And usually what I like to do is when vocals come in, I kind of like to make the video more personal. So if you've watched my videos before, then you know that I make a lot of videos with Lexi, and so probably right there I'd make things more shots about her and some with me and her, more so instead of B-roll shots. But leading up to that, I like B-roll shots. So here's an example of something else you can do. So this clip that I have up here is 43 seconds long, and it'd just be a real pain to have to drag it in and try and trim it to how you want it down in the editing area. So up here you can actually trim it down to where you want it. So I just want a shot of the sky with the clouds moving, maybe about like 4 seconds long. And see, then you can just drag that little part that you selected and bring it in here. So now this will come in, and then right after this the vocals will hit. So right here, and so then right there is when I want, in my mind, is how I like it to be. is a shot of Lexi to come in right there, just to kind of give it some meaning and a little bit of feel behind it. So I'm gonna trim this a bit to find a good spot. So we'll go from right here, delete the extra. And so then even when the vocals are in there, I still like to split it on a beat change. And so for this, it'll be another piano key that is hit, just like what was happening with the B-roll. So what I like to do is play it and listen for that hit. So it comes in, and then it hits right there, right around like 22 seconds. And so I'll split the clip and delete the extra and bring this across and into the shot. And so basically you kind of get the picture. It's very simple stuff, but it gets the job done, and I find it very cool and pretty easy to use. So I'll just show you what I made so far. So see, that was just real quick edit. Didn't even take me that long, and I really don't use them, but some other stuff on iMovie you can use is these transitions. The only one I really use is fade to black. So like let's say for example this shot of Lexi is the last thing in the whole video. I can add that and then the shot will fade. So see how I kind of brought that black in and just completely wiped the shot. That's something you can do. A few other things, if you want to do that same thing but with audio, let's say I want the whole video to end just right there. It's kind of abrupt, not really how I like to end a video, but just for this I'll show it. If you see when I bring the cursor over this right here, these two little triangles pop up with the circle in the middle, and it says fade audio output. So you can actually click and hold and drag that, and then you see this popping up, and that means that the audio will fade all the way out through however long you want it. And so here, see, so it just fades until it stops, just to kind of get that like good like fade out, just kind of make it sound more clean. I actually have my audio opened up on my laptop right here so I can record it, but so I can't really open that on this screen. Actually I could probably drag it over. Yeah, so this is Audacity right here. It's free to download on, I know you can get it on a Mac, I don't know about anything else, but it's super cool, super simple. Just kind of plug in, change your audio recording level to what you want and your output level to what you want, and then just hit record and get going with it. And yeah, it's just really simple and really nice to use. And then what I use to get music off of YouTube is called YouTube to MP3. So it's good, but a lot of times you'll find something you really like and you're like, oh, I really need that. And then you put it in and it won't come through, like it won't be able to let you have the audio, which kind of sucks sometimes, but most of the time it works for me. Recently it's been having some stuff mess up, but I think it's because I haven't updated it. And so I've been having to use the online version, which is just YT2 MP3. But yeah, so basically all you do is just copy the link of the video and then paste it in here, and it will give you this download thing right here. So this Billie Eilish one, for example. So then you double click it and it will open it up. You can hear it playing. It'll open it up in iTunes right here for you. And so then once that's opened up in iTunes, then it'll be available for you in iMovie. So yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to show. Just wanted to kind of show that you definitely can make good content using iMovie, despite what people seem to think, because it's a free software and stuff like that. I'm very comfortable with it. I like it a lot, and the more you use it, the better you'll get, and the more comfortable you will be. So yeah, if you like this style of video, let me know in the comments. And it's cliche, but like and subscribe. See you guys.